So I got an invitation to Buckingham Palace to see the king. Let's go. Welcome back to the channel, fam. So we left Dublin and we landed at the Gatwick Airport in London for our second stop in Europe. So we decided to take the tube from the airport to the city center. It cost us about 38 USD because Ubers and taxis are very expensive. It took us about 30 minutes to get to the city center. After getting off at the Victoria station, we took the tube into the city center to our hotel. Here is a quick room tour. We stayed at the Hampton Inn by Hilton. This hotel was recently opened in May 2022. I would highly recommend it for anyone who wants to stay close to the city center. It's also close by a lot of restaurants. The Aldgate station was about 3 minutes walking distance. The staff was very professional and friendly. After we got checked in, we were hungry, so we decided to find a Jamaican restaurant. But on our way, we came across a food market called Up Market. When we stepped in, we were in food heaven. They had food from all over the world. But I made the dumbest mistake ever. I told my wife that, hey, let us leave and go to the Jamaican restaurant and we could come back tomorrow. But it was Sunday. And this market only opens on the weekend. So after I made that dumb mistake, I went to another market called Old Spitalfield Market. It's a beautiful market with lots of shops and restaurants. You can also buy a lot of souvenirs. So we stopped by Cafe Caribbean and I got the Jamaican beef patty and the tropical rhythm. We wanted something light because I was taking my wife to afternoon tea. After we left Cafe Caribbean, we went back to the hotel to get ready for afternoon tea. We took the tube to our location. We had tea at Botanica, which is located in another Hilton property. This was our first afternoon tea experience, and it was not bad at all. It was more fulfilling than we thought it would be. My wife barely got to eat anything. When you arrive, they give you a rundown of the menu, and then they bring out the samples of all the tea that they serve. I must say, this was the most expensive tea I've ever drank in my life. So we got different scones and pastries. Most of them was very delicious. But for the price that we paid, I decided not to leave anything on the table. After tea, we decided to do some sightseeing. And our first stop was the iconic Big Ben. So after we finished viewing Big Ben, we decided to walk to James Park because we were still full and we needed to walk off some of the food. The thing that I love the most about central London is that most of the iconic places that you would love to view are in walking distance, so you don't need to take a taxi or Uber. So we left James Park because there was nothing much to see. So we decided to go to Buckingham Palace because it has always been on our list of things to do. The lawns outside the palace look so green and well manicured. I got an invitation to Buckingham Palace to see the king. Let's go. You can definitely go to Buckingham Palace in the evening time to avoid the crowd. I know it's a trade-off because you won't be able to see the changing of the guard that happens at 10:45 in the morning, but you will get the opportunity to take some great photos with no one in them. So after we left Buckingham Palace, we wanted to see London Eye, but Google Maps was giving us a runaround because we didn't know it was so close to Big Ben. However, we found it on our own, and the view did not disappoint. We didn't get the London Eye experience on this trip, but the next time we're in London, we will definitely do it for sure. So after a day filled with sightseeing and food, we went back to our hotel and I got a complimentary beer from the manager. We sat down for a while and chill, and then we ended the night. So we just came out of the subway and we're right across from the Tower of London. It's another beautiful day in London and we're walking towards the Tower Bridge, and it's not too hot, definitely not too cold, which is perfect. It's another perfect day. To be honest, I didn't know what to think of London. I thought it would be old. I didn't know it would have such a nice vibe to it. No, it's a very diverse city, a lot of different culture. Food-wise, I do believe it has a vast majority of food, and the food in London, it looks really good. So today we are going to do a little food tour, and we're going to go around, taste a bunch of different food after we leave here. Straight ahead is a Tower Bridge. I can show you guys for a second. And right across over there is the Tower of London.
This is one of the stops. Tower Hill.
So if you're in Tower Hill, this is one of the stops for the hop-off bus stop. It's right across from the Tower of London. This is where you buy the ticket to go inside the Tower of London. Look at the amount of people that is here today. We're making our way over to the Sky Garden to have an awesome view of the city. So we are right across the road, and the Sky Garden is that building right there. So if you're coming to the Sky Gardens, you have to book 3 weeks in advance. Tickets are released every Monday. They do not accept walk-ins, so if you want to, just come in, you'll definitely have to dine here to enter the building. The view at the top of the Sky Garden is impressive. If you want to have this awesome view without booking your tickets 3 weeks out, you can definitely book a spot at one of the restaurants. That's the Shard right there, guys. It is the tallest building in the United Kingdom and the 7th tallest building in Europe. I would say the view here at the Sky Garden is spectacular. I would definitely give this view a little edge over the Burj Khalifa, because when we were in Dubai, we couldn't really see too far because of the cloud of sand in the sky. So as you walk around, you can see the names of the different viewpoints around the city written on the glass. So we have been to many viewpoint towers around the world, but I would say the Sky Garden would be top on the list. The view was epic. It was very clear. It was a 360. You could see all those points around all those places around the city that you would want to see. You can see the London Eye, you can see the Tower Bridge, you can see the London Tower, among many other places. It's definitely a must-do when you come to London, and definitely book your tickets 3 weeks in advance. So we're walking to get a better view of the Tower Bridge. So we're here at another hotspot for Instagram for tourists. It's the Lady with the Dolphin. It's right across from the London Bridge. Yeah, it's pretty famous on Instagram, so this is another recommended spot if you want to take some cool photos of the Tower Bridge. It's 1:30 in the afternoon and just having breakfast. So that's the reason why I've been giving you bad information, mispronunciation. just the lack of food. And now we're at Poppy's, so we're gonna have some fish and chips. So we just ordered and within about 2 minutes the food is here. It's huge. So we'll be sharing this one and then we'll be moving on to the next food spot. So we're finished at Poppy's and now we're on to the next spot. Man, these dashiki, they caught our eyes. This market is good, but the upmarket, the food options are endless. I was still mad at myself that I did not get to experience it. And so we stopped at an Indian restaurant called Indian Rasio. I think I'm pronouncing it right. We're trying this new meal. What's the name of the meal? We're trying the biryani, so it's rice with chicken or lamb. So we're going to dig in and see, what's the Indian experience is like. It's really good. You can taste the curry. A lot of flavor. So after that delicious Indian food, we're moving on to another spot. So now we're in Trafalgar Square, and it's pretty much, I would say, the Times Square of London. So straight ahead is the National Gallery right over there. So we went back to see Buckingham Palace in the daytime. However, we reached late, so we didn't see the changing of the guard. After we left the palace, we went to do a river walk. So I guess you can take the Uber boat if you want to go up and down the river. That's the Sky Garden right up there. That's where we were this morning. So on our way back to the hotel, my wife wanted to have the London Black Cab experience. This was the most expensive cab ride I've ever had in my life. The traffic was standstill and the meter kept running. We stopped at a restaurant for dinner next to our hotel. After dinner, we collected our bags and we catch the tube to head to the Gatwick airport because we had an early flight the next morning. We stayed at a Hilton that is connected to the airport because it was easier for us to catch our flight in the morning. I must say our time in London was well spent and we really enjoyed it. Please remember to subscribe, like and share. Also comment down below. Our next country in Europe will be epic. Until next time fam, peace, one love, and we'll see you in another European country.